WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Well, good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Alexandria Camoni.
And I'm meteorologist Zane Satry. Thanks for joining us today for Local 4 News this morning. Redrick has the morning off.
He does, and he has a great morning off for it because it's quiet, not as cold or windy. I'm sorry, what is the weather looking like today?
It's definitely not as windy as Sunday was. Absolutely. It's just not going to be quite as warm as yesterday was once we get to the afternoon. Those beautiful 60-degree readings, won't quite have those today. But other than that, not bad outside right now. 40 degrees here in the Quad Cities, just a breeze out of the east at 9 miles per hour. Lots of 40s or lower 40s at that, and middle 30s outside across most of the QCA to start off the last morning of March here, the 31st. A few clouds overhead as well. That's the other major difference weather-wise. Not completely clear skies like we woke up with yesterday. Some upper-level clouds overhead. Most of the area, some low-level clouds are moving our direction off of Lake Michigan. So combined today, we won't quite have as much sunshine and we won't have quite as much warmth. Temperatures will rise up out of the 30s and 40s and close to around 50 degrees later on this afternoon for most of us. All in all, still dry though. Rain chances still in the forecast, not quite today and tomorrow, but later on this week. We'll tell you when here coming up just a bit.
Zane, thank you. Using a convention center to fight the coronavirus pandemic, what the plan is for McCormick Place in Chicago. Plus, graduates at the University of Iowa won't be able to walk across that stage. What they have to say about it this morning. And the needs of pets during a time of crisis. How a Clinton organization was able to help. That's coming up in about 30 minutes, but we're starting this morning with the latest increases in coronavirus cases around the world. Right now, there are more than 780,000 cases and more than 37,000 have died. The United States now has the most cases with 164,000, more than 300 deaths so far. Italy has 100,000 positive cases and the highest death toll of more than 11,000. Spain now has the third most cases with more than 87,000 and 7,700 deaths. Illinois reports 460 new cases yesterday. That now makes more than 5,000 for the state. 8 more people have died, 4 from Cook County, 1 from DuPage, 1 from Kendall, and 2 from Will counties. One of the new deaths was a man in prison at Stateville Correctional Center. 12 men who were behind bars there are now in the hospital, and 11 staff members are now isolated. Happening today, McCormick Place Convention Center in Chicago will be turned into a hospital to treat coronavirus patients. The Army Corps of Engineers says it'll have 3,000 beds.
Based on best practices around the world about how to manage positive cases and contain this virus, McCormick will be dedicated mostly to non-acute COVID-19 patients, people whose condition could benefit from the care of medical professionals, but who are not likely to need a formal ICU.
Pritzker says he's frustrated again with the federal government. He is not happy with the amount and quality of personal protective equipment coming from Washington.
I will say this federal shipment still pales in comparison to our requests and appears to be even smaller than our previous 2 shipments from the federal government. While we do not have a final count on this yet, I can say with certainty that what they sent were not the N95 masks that were promised, but instead were surgical masks, which is not what we asked for.
Iowa now has 88 new cases. There are now more than 420 cases in the state. 2 more people died in the state. Both were elders who lived in Lynn and Washington counties. Iowa's death toll is at 6. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds says the state has a large order for personal protective equipment. The state still won't be able to fulfill 100% of the need because demand is so high across the country.
If you can sew, we need your time and talent to produce fabric face masks to protect Iowa's frontline workers. The Department of Public Health has issued simple guidelines and instructions that you can find online at coronavirus.iowa.gov. These masks can be used in healthcare settings under a face shield. If properly cleaned and disinfected, they can be worn multiple times and will help preserve other medical-grade PPE.
Reynolds calls for an all-hands-on approach to make the equipment available. Well, this morning, Governor Reynolds is facing a lawsuit by abortion providers in the ACLU of Iowa. This was in response to the governor suspending abortion procedures to stop all non-emergency medical procedures. Governors in the other states have similar orders to stop the spread of the coronavirus, but yesterday, federal judges in Ohio, Texas, and Alabama blocked the bans in those states. Well, locally, Rock Island County reports 4 new coronavirus cases, all between 30 and 70 years old. That's 11 cases overall for Rock Island County. Whiteside County added 6 new cases. There are 11 cases there in total. In Iowa, Scott County has 6 new cases, all between 18 and 80 years old. That's now 16 total in Scott County. Quincy County confirms 2 new cases, and Muscatine County added 3 new cases. Jackson County reports its first case. Cedar County added a case. Dubuque County now has 21 cases after adding 5 yesterday. Johnson County reports 5 new cases, and that makes 70 cases there. With this growing number of cases in the Quad Cities, many of you are asking if we have enough tests here. Well, Local 4's Josh Vincent is live in our newsroom. So, Josh, what are health experts saying about it this morning?
Hey, good morning, Alexandria. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker said in a press conference over the weekend that he wants his state to be able to conduct 10,000 tests per day. In a joint presser yesterday with Scott and Rock Island County health officials, we asked, are they able to test widespread, and how many tests can be done in the Illinois Quad Cities in a day? And here's what they had to say.
That I cannot put a number to right now. We do have urgent cares, we have hospital emergency rooms, we have community health care with multiple sites, and whatever their capacity is, if they had enough test kits, I am really not sure of at this point in time. But I do know we do not have the test kits yet to be able to test widespread in the community.
Now, it is worth mentioning, with the rising numbers here in the Quad Cities, health officials say that is because they are testing more. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, I'll tell you what steps they are taking to start testing widespread. As for now, reporting in the newsroom, Josh Vincent, Local 4 News. Alexandria.
Josh, thank you. Well, right now, Family Resources says physical abuse calls for help are going up. Counselors there say it's from being isolated during the pandemic. The calls are involving patients with problems who can't lean on people they trust.
Don't be afraid to reach out. Again, we're offering services either via telehealth or the phone, or again, if it's safe to do so in person, we will try to do that. But don't be afraid to reach out. Everybody is stressed out right now. It's normal. It's normal to be overwhelmed during these times, and I just want folks to realize that there's no shame in reaching out for help.
Counselors say you can also call them if you feel isolation is making your depression worse. Well, John Deere is now suspending production at its Dubuque Works facility after an employee tests positive. Management says the facility will be disinfected, then inspected by the state health department. Some employees will be able to work remotely for now. Well, seniors at Riverdale High School in Port Byron now have their graduation announcements. Graduation is still up in the air for them, but there was a drive-through pickup. Students can also pick up their items that are left in their lockers before school closed.
This is a culmination, the celebration of all of their hard work since kindergarten and before. With this time of uncertainty, I think that this is even more important to have that sense of normalcy. This is what they've been working for so long, to still be able to announce the graduation, and that's what most of these items are.
Riverdale's kitchen staff also serve breakfast and lunch to students. Well, universities across the country are also canceling or postponing this year's graduation ceremonies. Now, walking across that stage is a milestone for all students, and it's especially true for students who are the first in their family to finish college. Alexia Sanchez is an undergrad at the University of Iowa who'll be graduating this spring with a double major.
My family came to the U.S. so I could pursue a better education and get that college degree. So for me not to be able to experience that with my family, with my support system, definitely breaks my heart.
The University of Iowa announced there will be an alternative celebration for graduating seniors. That's still currently in the works. Well, dairy farmers are seeing their situation go from bad to worse during the pandemic. Milk prices dropped from overproduction and low demand. They hope things would get better with new trade deals, but the coronavirus closed businesses like schools and restaurants that buy their milk.
It's very frustrating. It would be nice to be able to have some times where you can kind of get well again to make ends meet, because you're always trying to figure out, hey, how do we patch this together to make it happen?
Farmers don't know when it'll get better. About 600 dairy farmers went out of business in 2018. There could be more problems for the industry if that continues. Well, stepping away from COVID-19, the search is on this morning for the person who fired gunshots in Davenport yesterday. Police got called to West 15th Street. Officers say a car pulled up to a group of people. There was an argument and then someone started shooting. No one was hurt. And Davenport police are also looking for the person who fired shots on East 39th Street. That's right by Davenport Memorial Park. Police found 3 shell casings at that scene. Well, switching gears, Local 4 News and Illinois broadcasters are uniting against hunger. We're accepting money on behalf of the Riverbend Food Bank. Donations will be accepted online or by text through the end of the week. We have that information at ourquadcities.com. Illinois broadcasters raised more than $570,000 for families so far in need. The goal is to raise $750,000 by Sunday. Well, coming up, balancing the blood supply while there's trouble at blood banks during the pandemic. That's in our next half hour.
And we had some absolutely beautiful weather yesterday. Today won't be quite as beautiful, just a little bit cooler. We'll tell you how much cooler here coming up in the forecast on Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you with Frederick Terry, Alexandria Ikamoni, and meteorologist Zane Satry. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.